Hi cabbages, new video. I'm back 2 months later after the last rant video, which was in March. And to be honest, I can't remember everything I spoke about in that video because I've got brain fog and that's pretty much still the same. And like my memory issues are the same. I did address it with a doctor about a month ago. That was actually the last time I saw a doctor in person, and basically I addressed the issues that I mentioned in the last video, which was my back issues and the memory issues, and I saw a different doctor to what I saw last time before that, because I saw a good doctor last time that was actually understanding for a change, but this doctor, she was okay. The second one I saw back in April, and she basically kind of just like went on about my weight, because I was telling her about my back, and I basically said, oh, it could be because I've gained a lot of weight. That was a possibility. And then she just went on this big like weight thing. She referred me to this system that would help me get into like a slimming world thing again, but it didn't go through. They said I needed to go to another service, and I got back in touch with the GP. They got in touch with them as well, and basically I've got to have an up-to-date weigh-in for me talking about back issues. And the doctor also said I should go for walks more, and that's what I did. Like for my birthday in April this year, I went out with my friend back in April, and it was very nice actually. We went out for this meal. It's one of my favourite restaurants, cafes I've been to a few times. And at this cafe place, they have like this really large, like a farm there, and a countryside themed like walking area. And it's like this big field area with like little country routes and that, and it has trees and a little lake there. And I took some pictures there, and I also took little Opal, my little the Rainbow High Littles doll with me, which I never do. I never take my dolls with me in public because it can be a bit weird. Well, I think it was for me anyway, but I did it because I thought it'd be something different and to take some pictures for my Instagram, because I love taking pictures of my dolls for Instagram. I'm having a blast with that at the moment out in the garden, so I took little Miss Opal with me and took some pictures of her because there wasn't many people there. Well, there was at first, but once I got further out into the country setting, like for a nice walk, I took some pictures of her by the lake. I might include a picture here if I can. I took a picture of her near a tree, and there wasn't anyone around. Like, I wouldn't do it if there were people there. And it was something different, you know. It gave me like an activity to do while I was out. And it was also good for my Pokemon Go app. And the doctor just said to me, if your back hurts when you're doing it, just sit down and have a break. So I did. I just had loads of benches there, and I sat down a few times and then carried on. And it was nice. It was something different. It was something I did for myself for a change, and it got me out of the house, because at home at the moment it's been a bit chaotic, and I needed a day like a bit like today. I'm on my own in the house, like some time to myself just to relax and that kind of stuff. Also, for the past few weeks on and off, I did clean up my room again. I've been doing some gardening, and the weather's been actually quite good this spring. We've had some really good sunny warm weather, which is quite surprising for this time of year. in the UK, because normally it's quite rainy, quite muggy. It's today actually, it's a bit cloudy, a bit overcast, but that's why I'm indoors. And normally I don't get time to do stuff like this, like videos and that now. I'm normally so busy doing stuff, but I did a lot of the stuff I needed to do yesterday. Like, I got some new dolls, unboxed them, I did some house chores, went shopping. Like, I did it all during the week, so today I don't have much to do, which is good. So I thought I'd come on and talk to my YouTube friends, which I don't do very often. Also, a few weeks ago I had another doll purge. I let some dolls go just to make space, because I felt like I had too many again, and I thought I need to just have another sort out or go through. I gave some to my niece today. I also donated some a few weeks ago, which my mum thought was a bit wasteful, but at the end of the day it was my decision, and I felt like donating them is what I wanted to do, because I paid for them. I thought I can do what I want with them, and it did felt good to go through the box and sort it out. I have thought about getting a smaller box for my doll storage, but I think I like the one I got for now. It's a good size. I think overall I need to do an updated doll collection video and just show where my collection is right now, because I haven't done one in about a year or so. And yeah, it'd be nice to update some of my doll friends where my collection is, because they only see like snippets on Instagram, like the pictures, and people have asked me, oh, can we see your whole collection? And I'm like, yeah, someday maybe, but I just can't be bothered. But I think I will do, because it is quite small now. I let some of the Amaya dolls go because I had a bit too many. I did think about YouTube the other week, like if I was to come back, what would my content be? And the idea I did have was like where I would come back and I would talk about where I am right now, like a video diary sort of thing, talking about life, issues, rants. But then I don't know if that's the kind of message I want to put out there across to people, because in real life I'm quite jumbled with how I pronounce things now. I don't know what it is, but in my head I can't process like how I want to say things out through my mouth properly. Like, my brain will have like little snippets of like, oh, you should do this, you should say that, and then when it comes to the camera I can't quite process how I'm gonna put it out through my mouth. And sometimes even in my head as well, things don't make full sense to me. Like, I can't quite figure out things properly, if that makes sense. Then the other thing recently, I had issues with it's not a major thing, but I had some issues with my prescriptions. Like, they have to be on a set day every month or every few months, and I needed them like a week early, basically, because I'd run out. And I got in touch with the people that deal with it, and they just got really funny about it. No, we can't do it, blah blah blah. No, you're not on the time limit. I'm like, what is it with you lot and a set schedule and a set time? Like, I'm asking for it this one time just to have it a little bit early, because I'd run out. And normally when my prescriptions are due, I don't normally run out of stuff. Like, I always have a little bit extra over for next time. And one of the things I get as well is I have a steroid cream for my chapping, where your skin rubs, and I have this eczema, what I told you about in my last video, which causes the skin between my legs to flare up. And when that flares up, it's really painful. Like, people that have it, you know. And I said, like, I really need this stuff because if I don't have it, I'm in pain. And this cream, they only give you a small amount anyway, because steroid creams, they're like skin thinners. So, where I'm from in the UK, the doctor will only give you like a small, like, tube. And then you have to, like, it's not even a tube, it's just like a small, really small, basically, bottle. And it's about the size of my finger, and it, like, you have to stretch it over a few weeks, and then when it runs out, I have to then go to the shop and I'll buy this, like, moisturising cream. Then you have to, like, wash yourself every day and then moisturise to keep the pain away and the redness and the soreness. And I also had it under my neck as well, the eczema, and I had it near my arms and my elbow, and I've been using this Aveeno cream every day as well, what I bought from Tesco's, and it actually worked. It's practically gone, touch wood. So that's that. And then the other thing is, like I said earlier, I've really been enjoying taking pictures of my dolls lately, like out in the garden, different outfits. And I've been doing that every day for the past, since March. And I know it seems a bit strange to some people, like seeing me outside in the garden every day or out and about sometimes taking pictures of my dolls, but I find it quite, I don't know, it's quite relaxing in a way. And like, I've taken so many like different doll pictures. I've probably got enough doll content for Instagram to keep me going right up to end of August. Like, the pictures I'm uploading at the moment on Instagram were taken in March, and I'm just getting to the end of March photos. And then I've also bought some new clothes for my dolls off Temu, which I've really liked. I'm actually quite surprised with Temu because I bought some clothes for myself recently, and a lot of people say like the Temu stuff is quite cheap quality because it's from overseas, but I was actually quite impressed because the clothes were plus size as well, and they actually did fit me and look alright. And some of the t-shirts, they're kind of like a nylon-y material, and I don't necessarily like the nylon-y material sometimes because it can feel a bit rough on the skin. I prefer to wear cottons. But these tops, they're soft, like, and they wash fine. As long as you don't put them in the tumble dryer, like, they won't shrink, and you put them out on the washing line, which I do, or on a clothes rack. And I bought some really nice shorts for myself from there as well. And then for the dolls, I bought some like really nice like summery dresses, and also got some that would look nice for Christmas as well, like wintry outfits. And when you look at the prices, like compared to say like Smith's Toys in the UK, if you buy a doll fashion pack, they're like £8 or £9 or 10, which can be a little bit expensive for an outfit for a doll for some people. Whereas on Temu, they're like £1.10, £1.30, some were £2. Like, I got this like puffy like prom dress kind of one, and it was pink. I'll try and include a picture of that for a Maya, and that cost me about £2, and it actually looked alright. It looked quite similar to the picture. And also with purchases lately, I've been trying to cut down on my purchases a little bit because of space, and I had a tendency of like impulse buying sometimes, and I'm trying not to do that now. I'm trying to think, do I really need this or not? And of course, like I just said, space, like having space for it all. And that's kind of why I had to go through my doll storage again and have a little bit of a thin out. And then I also had to have a thin out of some other stuff as well. I think I said this in the last video this year. I've had to have a bit of a clear out back in the winter, and then I had one in the spring. My room is actually okay for stuff now. Like, I'm not overly cluttered. It's a little bit of my mum's stuff. I think she needs to kind of have a downsize a little bit, but she's not as easy to do it as me. Like, she kind of has a little bit of attachment to stuff. I'm not saying she's an extreme hoarder. It's just like she likes multiples of some items. Stock buying, that's what it is. She stock buys. And I think a lot of that stemmed from the pandemic, where people were just like panic buying and buying stuff in bulk. But I have to try and explain, it's not like that. Things are not like that anymore. I don't know if these rant videos, though, if that I'm making sense, because when I do them now, I'm just rambling, and I'll just say whatever my mind wants to come out with. And I think about it and I think, am I making sense during these videos? I know I've said it before on my channel. And I'm like, am I? I don't know. I think maybe if I did more videos, maybe I'd have like more sense of things again. I'm not sure. But like I said, I don't have time most days to do anything really. Like, I'm so busy with other stuff. I'm so content is the word, or preoccupied, that I don't really have the time to sit and make videos anymore and sit and edit them and then upload them, the pretty thumbnails. I will say I did used to like doing the YouTube videos at one point. I think for me what kind of killed that spark was in 2020 at the beginning, when they brought that new cuppa rules out, and I felt kind of pressured to take my videos down. And then when I made the next channel, I felt kind of pressured, like I had to watch my tongue. I had to say all like, oh, I'm an adult collector and all of this, and it just didn't all make sense to me. And I thought, why am I doing this? Like, well, and it kind of was just like a thing to keep me occupied during lockdown. Whereas now, I just do it when I feel like it. I don't feel pressured anymore. Like YouTube, it isn't something I really keep up with much now, but I think it'll always be a part of like who I am and what I've done. Because people do ask me in real life, they're like, do you still make the videos, or do you still do the YouTube? My friend asked me when we was out for my birthday treat back in April. He asked when we was out on the walk, he said, oh, do you still do the YouTube content? I was like, well, it's hard to explain really when you get asked that in real life. It's like, well, how do you put it across to people? And it's like, I do, but I don't. It's like not as much. Like, I focus more on my Instagram and sometimes like my Facebook. People have said to me I should get TikTok, but I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to. That's another platform I'd have to maintain. I kind of see it like maintaining grass. It's something you have to like keep on top of. And I don't know if having all these different apps and all these different platforms, that it would be a bit overwhelming for me. I'd just keep to the three: Facebook, Instagram, and then YouTube. I definitely think in the future I would like to, if I'm able to do it, touch wood I am, that I would like to do something with YouTube again and like make new fresh content. I still haven't figured out what. Yeah, but I'm not going to pressure myself into doing or thinking overnight, yeah, do this. It will just come to me, I think, naturally, and I'll just figure it out along the way, I think. And yeah, I think I'm probably going to leave this rant video at this for now, because I'm probably just talking shit at this point. And yeah, I just thought I'd update you again to say I'm here, I'm still present, and I will see you again soon. I might do the doll collection video next, because I think that's overdue. So if I make that video, I'll see you then. If not, I'll see you whenever the next video is. Bye.